Hello Steno candidates, I am Ravina. Welcome to your own YouTube channel Lotus Steno Legal Matters. I am going to dictate you Steno Legal Matters. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more dictations. So be ready for the dictation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
The defendant number 2 and defendant number 4 have filed these applications under Order 7, Rule 11 CPC praying inter alia that the suit for partition of the HUF assets for possession, rendition of accounts, permanent and mandatory injunction, etc. instituted by the plaintiffs be rejected as being barred by law, barred by limitation, and for the reason that the plaintiffs not being in actual constructive of symbolic possession of any of the suit premises, they are liable to pay ad valorem court fees on the valuation of their shares in the suit premises for the relief of partition, and the plaint has been insufficiently stamped by them by paying fixed court fees for the said relief. Stop. Next para. The factual matrix of the case is that plaintiffs number 1 and 2 and defendant number 3 within bracket daughters and defendant number 2 within bracket son are siblings and children of late Sri Rajinder Nath as per the plaintiffs. The defendant number 1 is an HUF company with defendant number 2 as its present karta. Stop. Defendant number 4 is another HUF with Sri Ashok Nath bracket start son of Sri Ramchandar Nath and nephew of late Sri Rajendra Nath bracket close as its karta. Stop. As per the plaintiffs, the defendant number 4 oblique HUF has common undivided joint family businesses and movable and immovable assets along with defendant number 1 oblique HUF, and both the said HUFs are engaged in joint family businesses with joint undivided common assets. Stop. Next para. The case set up by the plaintiffs is that Sri Shyam Nath had 3 sons including Sri Rajendra Nath, predecessor in interest of the plaintiffs and the defendants number 2 and 3, and he along with his sons were engaged in ancestral joint family business established in the early part of the 19th century under the firm name Mrs. Fakir, Mr. Fakir Chand, Raghu Nath Das, and various other trade names. Stop. It is averred in the plaint that the said joint family business owned various ancestral movable and immovable assets that were acquired over a period of time in the name of the firm of Benami in the names of various family members. Stop. The aforesaid joint family businesses and assets were allegedly partitioned under an award dated 26 October 1978 made by the sole arbitrator Sri Rameshwar Nath bracket start son-in-law of Sri Shyam Nath bracket close stop. Plaintiffs claim that under the award, the sole arbitrator had allotted specific assets to the Sri share of the Sri Surinder Nath, one of the sons of Sri Shyamnath, and the remaining assets were allotted in equal share jointly to the other two sons and their branch of HUF stopover. Next dictate. It is further averred in the plaint that Sri Rajinder Nath had died intestate on 24 August 1981, leaving behind his widow Srimati Kamla Devi. Both the plaintiffs and the defendants number 2 and 3 as his legal heirs, and therefore all the 5 legal heirs had inherited 1/5 share each in the individual assets of Sri Rajinder Nath, and further, they had inherited 1/5 share each in the assets of defendant number 1 Rajinder Nath and co/HUF to the extent of his 1/5 share stop. Subsequently, Srimati Kamla Devi expired on 14th December 2009, and the plaintiffs claim that upon her demise, all her individual assets as also her 1/5 share in the assets of defendant number 1/HUF had also developed equally on them and the defendants 2 and 3 by succession stop. In other words, both the plaintiffs claim entitlement to 1/4 share each in the assets of the defendant number 1/HUF in their own right as co-partner by birth, and 1/4 share each in the individual assets left by their parents stop. The plaintiffs further claim that as the businesses and assets of the defendant number 1/HUF and the defendant number 4/HUF have continued to remain joint and undivided, no further partition having taken place in respect of the said joint family and its assets after making of the award dated 26 October 1978, they have a right to the extent of 1/8 share each in the total joint businesses and assets of both the HUFs stop. Next para. As mentioned earlier, the parents' present applications have been filed by the defendants number 2 and 4 stating inter alia that the suit for partition instituted by the plaintiffs is liable to be rejected under the provisions of Order 7 Rule 11 CPC stop. The defendant number 2 claims that the suit is liable to be rejected on 3 counts. Firstly, because Section 6 of the 2005 Act does not have application to a case where partition had opened prior to promulgation of the amended Section 6. Secondly, the plaint has been insufficiently stamped for the relief of partition, as the plaintiffs are not in actual constructive or symbolic possession of any of the suit properties, and lastly, because the suit is barred by limitation stop. The defendant number 4/HUF has stated that apart from the aforesaid common objections, the plaint ought to be rejected for the additional reasons that it does not disclose any cause of action against the defendant number 4, and further that the suit is bad for misjoinder of parties, as no suit for partition is maintainable against the defendant number 4/HUF. Stop over.